Hello, good morning. This is a property tour for a new house we have on Bennetts Road South in Keresley. It's a 2-bedroomed mid-terrace house. I'm just going to come back up here right now, so just stood right near to the end of the road. It's a 2-bedroom mid-terrace property in very good condition. We're going to get inside just so we can show you all the way around. There's a bit of road noise. Severn Trent are doing some work on the drains at the moment, so the road's a bit busier than usual, so I'm going to get in as quick as possible. So I'm in the main entrance porchway at the moment. I'm going to spin around here just to sort of give you an indication of where we are. The road that goes off to the left from the direction that I'm looking at the moment goes off towards the city centre. To the right, obviously, you're going down towards Cardinal Newman School, Holbrooks, in that kind of direction. So the property itself has been maintained and looked after by the current owner to a very good standard. She is in the process of obviously moving out the property, otherwise it wouldn't be us coming out here to do this property tour and the video. And this room here, as you can see at the moment, she does have a number of boxes that she's just in the process of getting those sorted and put away into storage. So we won't linger too long in this room because obviously at the moment it does have the boxes and stuff that's in there. But this could be your lounge, your dining room. Obviously with this particular design of property they do have the 2 reception rooms downstairs. So you could have it as a lounge, a dining room, whichever you really want to have it used for basically. The current owner uses the inner room as her actual lounge. It's just a little bit cosier. You've got the understairs cupboard that's just there, but that door, you pull the door to, it makes it nice and cosier in the heart of the house in this position here. So you can imagine in the winter, it's a little bit cold outside, which we do tend to get in England a lot. Good weather always seems to avoid us. But this would be really nice and cosy with the door shut, TV on, heating on, leaving the cold outside. And it's a very good sized room, this one. All measurements are available on the website, so you'll be able to get the information that you need with regards to sizes. The property is all double glazed and gas central heated throughout as well. Just going to go into the kitchen now. So with this, as you can see, it's got units at base and eye level. Your sink is there with the drainer unit, and you've got the window that goes to the side. The space and plumbing for a washing machine. You've obviously got space as well too for a fridge freezer. There's the cooker and the hob, and just over the top of that there is the concealed extractor as well too. Obviously, as you can see with me just pointing it in that direction there as well, there's a Valent combination boiler here. There is the side door just there, it goes out to the back garden. I'll have a look at that in just a second, so I'm going to take you upstairs first. And they've got a nice vinyl floor covering that's in there too. So the property itself, to be fair, it's ready to move into. I always say ready to move into, but that's on the condition that people will always want to do their own little bit of decorating and updating. But this one, there's no real rush for you to have to do that quite quickly. You could just move in, live with it for a bit until you decide what colour schemes and ideas that you want to implement. So we're going to go into the front room at the moment. So this is the bigger of the 2 rooms. Obviously with it facing out towards the road, it can get a little bit noisy, during school times. You've got a number of schools that are nearby to here as well too. But it is the bigger of the 2 rooms. Now when I say it's the bigger of the 2 rooms, both of them will easily accommodate a double bed. But this one does have the additional bit of overstairs storage that's there. So you can put a clothes hanging rail in there, have it as a miniature wardrobe here. They've obviously used it for storage purposes. This is the front again, just looking at it from this side, the view from upstairs looking out. The road itself along here, it's obviously one of the main roads that does go in and out of the city centre, but because you set back that little bit from where the shops and everything are, it is a little bit quieter at this particular section than it is if you were going further up the road. So I'm just going to go back out into the landing now and show you the other bedroom and the bathroom. So this here, as I say, it's the smaller of the 2 rooms, but again, it is easily a double room. In here, I'm just going to turn it around just so I can try and get as much of the room in as possible. As you can see, got enough space for a wardrobe. Over there, they've got the bookcase with the TV on. Double bed that's in here. As I say, it's double glazed gas central heated as well. And with that, obviously, you are overlooking and peering out onto the back garden, as you can just see from there. So I will show you the back garden properly once we obviously get out there, take you for a little walk to the bottom end. And here we have the bathroom, which is fantastic because it's a really, really good size. Sometimes with this particular style of property, you either end up with a ground floor bathroom, or if you have got the bathroom upstairs, they can sometimes be of a slightly smaller size. Some of them obviously were previously a bedroom. But with this one, it's a really, really good size. I mean, I like the fact that I'm just trying to angle it in without dropping the camera over too much. But as you can see, you've got a step down that comes into it. So that's where your shower cubicle lives. You then got your separate bath, toilet and sink obviously down into that corner. And again, it's neutralish colours. It's just the pale blue that's on the walls at the moment. One of the other benefits is it's got the half tile into the walls, so everywhere where there's a splashback, you've obviously got that protection that comes from that. And it's a fully tiled floor as well too. So fantastic size bathroom, and the measurements are on the full details as well if you wanted to have a look. So I'm just going to pause the video here quickly while I nip downstairs, go and get my shoes on, and again take you and show you what the garden's got to offer. Right, so we're out in the back garden now. I'm just going to take you for a little walk down this little pathway. I like the way it all opens up and that nice flash of colour. This time of year, obviously it's September the 15th at the moment. It's nice to see a bit of colour still on the plants. Everything's just very cute, confusing this year with regards to the weather. But the back garden is quite deceptive, especially when you think of the location of the house and the particular style, because sometimes you end up with just the sort of smaller courtyard style gardens. Whereas this, there is a decent amount of space that comes with it. The current owner is a bit green fingered, so she has got a selection of these raised flower beds as you look down the garden, and little areas where she's obviously put planting of space too. It is all fully fenced and enclosed. I will walk down to the bottom end of the garden so you can have a look at that there as well too. But just wanted to first turn around just so you can have a look at this here, because you've got two outbuildings. One of them's an external toilet which still does work, and the other one's storage just for tools and garden equipment and that type of stuff. So let's have a quick walk down to the bottom end of the garden, because what I wanted to show you was that as you could, well, if you look back to the beginning of the video, you can see that I'm stood literally just outside the house. So you've got the pathway that leads down to the property from the main sort of public pathway. There isn't any parking to the front, but where the position is, there is a side road. And when I say side road, it's not just a side road just for parking, but there is actually a road which I'm going to try and stick the camera up and over the fence, as you can see just there. From that side road you can then come down this private access way, and obviously you've got the double doors then. So the current owner doesn't use this for parking, however you do have the hard stand that's there, so you could potentially shift the gates if you wanted to be a bit more security conscious, move them a little bit forward to here, so then that way you could just swing the car straight in and have the gated access that comes through. But it is nice, it is good to have that particular advantage to be able to do so, because sometimes parking does become a premium, especially nowadays with as many cars on the road as they are. Having that opportunity to get your car off road is something that's not to be sniffed at really. I mean, you can possibly see there from the neighbours that they've done something similar to what I was mentioning. They've obviously got the car that's just sort of tucked up in the back of that trellising area. They've got it all lit up, they've got gates there at the front as well too, but they've managed to sit the car in and off the road. So if there was anything further that you wanted to know about this property, feel free to give us a ring, 02476 694 333. We'll be happy to help and arrange a viewing for you if necessary. Thanks ever so much for watching, take care.